This morning at approximately 8 o'clock in the morning, our Delta District officers received a call of a found child on a porch in the 440 block of Potomac Avenue in the city of Buffalo on the city's west side today. Upon arrival, they were informed by a homeowner that as the person was exiting their house, they saw the child curled up and asleep in a cat litter box on the front porch of the house. Our officers immediately began a canvas search of the neighborhood, attempting to locate the guardian or parents for the child. And after approximately 30 minutes of that search with no luck, we posted the child's image on our police department Facebook page and other social media outlets. To date, we do not have any parent or guardian located for the child. The child has been turned over to Central Police Services and is in good health. We believe the child to be somewhere in the vicinity of 2.5 to 3-year-old Hispanic male. The child is not extremely verbal, so it's made it difficult for us to attempt to figure out exactly what the circumstances are surrounding the child's appearance on this porch this morning. We're asking anybody that might have any kind of information on who this child is or the situation surrounding their whereabouts and how they wound up over in that section of the city to please contact 911. Right now, we really don't have a lot of information. We did receive a phone call earlier in the afternoon from an out-of-state person stating that they believe that the child may be a relative of theirs. We are currently investigating those circumstances and attempting to verify that information, but unfortunately right now we don't have a lot of more to go on other than that the child's in good health and we have not located a parent or guardian. So with that, I can take a couple questions.
Is his name at all?
As I said, is not extremely verbal. We're guesstimating that the child appears to be 2.5 to 3 years old. When we took the child to the hospital to get checked out, as I said, the child is healthy, he's not harmed, but unfortunately he's not able to really give us any information.
Has he given any information that you believe to be true, either names or the color of his house or anything like that?
He is not. It's extremely odd that after this amount of time that's passed that we wouldn't have received a missing child call by now from somebody. We see a fair amount of children that wander away, especially if grandma or grandpa happen to be watching them. The child will wander out a side door, and it takes usually anywhere from 10 minutes to 45 minutes before the calls start of missing child, and we have not seen that in this case. So regrettably we don't have a lot of information to go on other than just hoping that the media continues to put the child's picture out, broadcasts it, and hopefully we do get a phone call soon, at least to allow us to begin to investigate the circumstances and where the guardians may or may not be.
Are there any cameras in the area?
We've done a canvass of those cameras. I know that our detectives are reviewing some of the footage to see, but not a lot, nothing so far that's helped us to really point us in one direction or another.
I know neighbors were saying that he said he had an older sister or some type of sibling. Has that been any siblings found or anything?
He said that. We've not found any other missing children. We have taken his photo to the schools in and around that neighborhood to attempt to see if any of the teachers can recognize him. That has not worked. We have also spoken to some of the other smaller kids in the neighborhood, showing photos. It's one of those things where a couple people said, well, he looks like he might be this person, might be that person, but again, it has not turned out to be fruitful for us. We have not located who the parents or guardians are at this point.
Are you looking at missing child cases out of state? I know you said you got a call from out of state.
We are. We have our special victims unit detective that handles the missing persons engaged. She's been engaged all afternoon with this case, so she's liaisoning with law enforcement in the vicinity where we received the phone call from. And we're hoping that based on this person seeing the child on our social media page as well as local media pages, that this may at least give us some leads, point us in the right direction. But this is what we know, and this is where we're at right now. So.
If you can't ID this child or find his parents, what happens?
Well, he's been taken into protective custody of Child Protective Services, so I'm sure by the end of this evening he'll be placed in some type of approved foster program, and then really it's just a matter of waiting the time it's going to take for some circumstances to present themselves for us to figure out exactly what happened.
One more, are we good? We all good? Was there any indication between like the child, where the child was located, and how that relates to anything?
None. Other than, based on the age of the child, we know that the child wouldn't have been able to walk very far. So that was the assumption this morning with the neighborhood canvas. We went probably 15 blocks in any direction from where he was located to see, bang on doors, knock on doors, anybody recognize this child, and it did not turn up fruitful. So
Thanks, everybody. Any updates, we'll certainly let everybody know. Thank you very much. Appreciate everything. Thank you.
The number to call, you prefer tip call or
no,
D-District?
just 911 at this point.
911, okay.
Yeah.